Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
And at one point, he announced to the NFL world that he had accomplished everything he needed to and was going to retire, but then reversed that decision. And I think everyone who likes football loves the fact that he's still out there throwing it around and still at the top of his game. And Creighton has seen him accomplish just about everything. He figured there was always room to add to that legacy.
That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Brady now on first down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, 53 yards. And the Bucs are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was concluded on the touchdown pass to Scotty Miller. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There's a hush indeed. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Mahomes now to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Mahomes now on first down.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And the Bucs are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right,
Mike Evans, he's going to go. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Tampa Bay. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Extra point up and good by Succop, and that'll make the score 14-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Holding, receiving team.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now it's Mahomes again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off.
The 20, 10, 5, and it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
$21-0 our score. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get
Mike Evans. He's going to go. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding offense.
That's on Shaq Mason, the guard.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Brady to throw. This is caught by Evans. 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass in his first half. And the Bucs continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point put through by Succop. And a rout is on here in this first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
KC's offense ready to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Locates Hardman for another catch. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks.
And now here is another interception.
Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. He's got room at the 30. Still going. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did. But poor tackle.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're and my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while not big,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st down, Mahomes.
That went into the hands of Toney downfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So we have reached halftime.
Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the 3rd quarter we march.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
And the Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
That'll be caught. It's Toney. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, I think everyone is watching. We're certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Marquez Valdes-Scantling bringing in that one for Patrick Mahomes.
And the Chiefs take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just a touchdown.
The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady.
And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point try now for Succop. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look?
He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes.
That's complete to Toney.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Mahomes now on first down. And my goodness, another interception.
Mike Edwards picks it off.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Automatic first down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have point.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And the Buccaneers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Now here's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Chiefs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. What a great weapon. So often such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score of the final play of the third quarter. This will be brought out from the middle. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, in the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
So out come the Bucs now.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Brady.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Now Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And out across midfield, down to the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Now Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And the Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Deltha O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer here, even though said passer wasn't a quarterback.
And this is a call, partner, I think you might see once a decade or so. But the officials know the rules better than anyone, and you have to know them when you're on the field. Anyone throwing the ball gets the same protection as a quarterback. So if he gets hit late, that's definitely going to draw a flag.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40.
Charles, this is pretty unbelievable. 4 interceptions in a single game. How has he done it?
Well, if you open up the football dictionary and see the term nose for the ball, this guy's going to pop up now. He is now the picture. And maybe if you're on the offensive side, you try and find a way to throw away from his area from this point forward, don't you?
I think I would advise that. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And now here is another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Brady. Right back to Chris Godwin. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Otten brings it in over the middle.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
That's going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line.
Brady going to look to throw. Caught on the slant. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. from the gun. It's Brady. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to.
And now here is another interception. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Buccaneers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose. In a race I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit it, live in the moon, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Chiefs and the Buccaneers, and it's all just ahead on Madden.
Harrison Butker ready to get us started. This should be fun. The Chiefs and Bucs are underway from Tampa. Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who needs no introduction, the great Tom Brady.
Well, we've all seen what Tom Brady can do on a football field for a couple of decades now. But how about his most impressive accomplishment? Moving to a different franchise and taking them to a Super Bowl title as well. Not many players can continually stiff-arm Father Time the way that he has.
To the air right away is Brady. The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later. If he
tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps in early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Brady now to throw. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, they matched their opponent's pick six from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try to mount a counterattack.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
And with that pick six a moment ago, they surrendered the lead. So now working from behind here, brand new ball game, 1st and 10. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Brady.
And this throw incomplete. Have a defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is caught by Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1. 2nd quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Brady again. Finding Otten once more. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mike Evans, 34 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to move back in front. Succop for the extra point. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Mahomes able to complete this to Juju. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. To throw, it's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. The 30. 10.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards.
The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Here's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Reed. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
It looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt. You can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. On play action, it's Brady. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Chris Jones. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Another try after the first down sack. Brady.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Looking downfield for Jones. He's got a man. Complete. So we've reached halftime with a visiting.
Getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. 3rd quarter. Here we go.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's what...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them.
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown.
Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Bucs have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And it is caught for the 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and
he's got a man complete. A big play there for KC, and even 50 yards. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith-Schuster on a touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from taking the lead. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting it and by him going up and getting it.
Mahomes will throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. Could have been up 1 with a point after, but they go for 2. It worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you're up 1 or 2, the field goal can still get you.
And he returns this to the 22. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Pass interference. Defense.
So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. CD, I know from working with you that you're about as old school as they come. Your thoughts on throwing that ball from the 1-yard line?
Yeah, I just got done walking my dinosaur, as you well know, and ordinarily I'm screaming, run the football from the 1-yard.
And now here's another interception. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They're going to look to... This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Kadarius Toney.
A 13-yard touchdown. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Mike Edwards picks it off.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
He's got a man, complete. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Over the middle to Evans. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on second. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Leonard Fournette, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Buccaneers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Brady will look to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Mahomes throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Defense.
Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Mahomes to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. Now Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. Charles, I'm looking at you. Understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they?
one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So with the lead now at 4, they'll try to go for 2 to at least get it to 6 with a 2-point conversion. Brady to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 6. 56 seconds to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate. Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Brady going to look to throw. This is caught by Evans. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times.
Yeah, it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Mahomes.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. To throw is Brady. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete from the 21 and 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
And that'll be caught by Toney.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at their 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He completes this to Russell Gage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial. Make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this time he is in. Leonard Fournette punching it in from a yard away. And the Buccaneers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive 7 plays in length. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Pulls it in at the 13. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring in second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted.
Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Brady. And Brake, the tight end's got it.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Brady. Finding Otten once more. Touchdown!
Cade Otten
from 8 yards out.
And the Bucs go out by 2 touchdowns.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. Perfect omelet. Dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah. Well.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now it's Mahomes again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David. There he goes, right side. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for the Buccaneer TD. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead, still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders, it's not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Brady now on first down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime, and CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away, but this one might be over by halftime.
And since you already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep the defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth.
A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. That's second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
A big play there for Kate. 5 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's downfield and to the sideline, and that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. Brady going to throw. And this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
That's interference. Defense.
Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for P.I., so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, there'll be margin of yardage against them.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Kadarius Toney.
As time expires in the first half.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So we've hit half. Well, time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime, and we are ready for the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went. He's got a man. Complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 84 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
White. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On first down, Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Lavonte David. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Here's Fournette. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A 3-yard loss, fourth down now.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal.
This a 33-yard attempt. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And they will not be able to add on to their 20-point lead. So first and goal quickly turns into fourth and goal, and then fourth and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker as to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw.
He finds his man, Sky Moore.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for it. Try and get it back.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely
rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone.
Right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you.
And now here's another interception. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Brady now to throw. This is caught. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Brady to throw again. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Reed. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now it's Brady.
Going across the formation, there's Otten with it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, It cost them. We could have a great finish.
And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. Aggressive they choose to be. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10
at their own 26. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
So my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups get...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Brady's throw complete to Otten.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Again, it's Brady. He's got his man. It's White. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Russell Gage, 42 yards.
And the Buccaneers will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That pass complete to Moore.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 29, Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Moore. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not booing. But I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Brady. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brady to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. What a play. Maybe a game-saving play on the knockdown there.
That was beautiful, wasn't it? If you're looking at it from the defense's perspective, it looked like they had a shot at it, maybe a completion.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And the Buccaneers have just about sewn up this football game.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Brady.
The Chiefs now going to use the 1st of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Back to throw, Brady.
He's got Otten.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. To throw is Brady.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one's going to fall incomplete.
trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Brady to throw for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Mahomes. A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And now here comes their final timeout, as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Mahomes will throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive is perfect. Methodical, executed so well. They grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one. Well, I don't think it takes much to crawl into their mind, right, why they went for 2 there, even though they were unsuccessful. With this type of a lead, what they're worried about, right, and less than 10 seconds on the clock, what they're worried about is just giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, on the kickoff return.
Yeah, so you go for it here to try and ensure yourself. Now they got to make sure they cover it, otherwise they could actually lose.
One final try now for Brady. He's got a man, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.